Ultimate Game Preview. Action Adventure.
While genres continue to morph and collide, that big old bucket known as action adventure continues to welcome tons of diverse games with open arms. Here, in the looming shadow of the upcoming consoles, we can see whispers of the future, with plenty left over to pad out the current cycle with quality as well.
Now let's be honest. I'm not the only one with a little bit of shit in their pants right now, am I?
Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time.
That sticky-fingered raccoon with the heart of gold is getting the gang back together for another heist, one that will take them through the ages. Sly will finally be able to rub elbows with his purloining progenitors who helped pen the Thievius Raccoonus. Not only is this Sly's first original outing in HD, it's also his first visit on handhelds.
Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Everything that rises must converge, and Raiden's solo outing is about to boil over this February. The slice and dice of severed spines, coveted left hands, and general vivisection is assuredly a new direction for Metal Gear, a bold leap instead of a careful, stealthy shuffle.
Rayman Legends.
While Rayman Origins was well received, Legends just about stole the show at Ubisoft's E3 press conference. The delightful art style and painstakingly precise platforming remains intact, but now there's also a clever, innovative use of cooperation with the gamepad, sporting more than a hint of musical vigor. One only needs to play the demo to see that Rayman's latest might be his greatest.
Castlevania: Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate.
With Igarashi resting in a coffin somewhere, the fine folks at Mercury Steam are staking their brand of vampire killer in the portable space. With multiple Belmonts to whip into shape, as well as fan-favorite Alucard, the Mirror of Fate is poised to be another fine realization of Dracula's abode, with an emphasis on exploration and a deep combat system.
You fight well, worthy of the name Belmont.
Tomb Raider.
There are reboots, and then there are reboots, with Lara Croft's rise and fall from industry poster child being expunged in this brutal reimagining. The vivid action and brooding menace presented here clicks together just so for an amazing island romp. We've already sampled the single player and can't wait to start raiding tombs full time. Now with multiplayer, Tomb Raider is offering the full package.
All right, let's do this.
God of War: Ascension.
We still have our fingers crossed that Kratos will start devouring other pantheons in God of War 4, but for now, Ascension will have to tamp down our bloodlust. While this prequel's campaign remains as shrouded as an oracle's musings, the hints of Kratos' mounting insanity and the threat of the Furies have our interest piqued. Our time in the multiplayer beta has rendered many a Cyclops blind, and we're more than ready to test out some new arenas for the glory of the gods.
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us is easily one of the most tantalizing titles on this list, with each trailer and trade show demo brilliantly answering one question while spawning several more. Just as we've finally got a solid peek of the plant-like monsters, we also have to come to terms with a hyper-militant fringe society that Joel and Ellie must contend with. With multiplayer still under wraps, there's still a lot of mystery to uncover.
You see, I believe everything happens for a reason.
Remember Me.
Capcom's latest curveball is set in futuristic Neo-Paris, with you cast as a memory hunter named Nilin. She has the ability to hack people's memories by remixing events to judge a more favorable outcome that will have ramifications for the present. There are several systems piled in here, with a combo lab that lets you hone how you fight, and some generous moves for exploration and transversal among the wide boulevards of Gay Paris.
I'm the hunter. Why am I being hunted?
Lego City Undercover.
We've seen the open world formula in seemingly every possible permutation, but this original LEGO outing is one to keep an eye on, especially with it looking unlikely that GTA 5 will grace the Wii U's gamepad anytime soon. Undercover cop Chase McCain's adventure looks as if it has a lot to offer for players of all ages.
With the skill of an old sea dog, I slide her smoothly into...
There she is. Lego City.
Luigi's Mansion: Dark Moon.
It's been over a decade, but with the falling real estate prices, Luigi is returning to the mansion. Armed with the Poltergust 5000, Luigi is determined to capture any and every ghost in his way, using the 3DS's gyroscope and accelerometer for some fine-tuned ghost busting across multiple haunts. With an emphasis on puzzles and exploiting spectral weak points, Dark Moon promises to expound upon this long-fallow Nintendo property.
Amnesia, a machine for pigs.
The original Dark Descent was a return to survival horror, burbling up bumps in the night, fostering a chemical dependence on laudanum, and encouraging other forms of insanity. A Machine for Pigs looks ready to up the psychological scares and scars with a little help from the guys behind Dear Esther, with revamped mechanics, outdoor areas, and a soundscape of piggy squeals and grunts.
Bayonetta 2.
Nintendo wants to satisfy your itch for the witch despite Sega taking a pass on the sequel to the cult classic. Little is known at this point, but it's a safe bet that Bayonetta's special blend of action and hair care will satisfy the ardent fans who double down on the Wii U. With its deep combat model and wacky aesthetics, it has the ability to cast a spell on just about anyone.
Beyond Two Souls.
Will David Cage crack the code for digital storytelling with Beyond Two Souls? With the star power of Ellen Page, an era-spanning supernatural story, and an evocative script, this could be the cinematic hybrid blockbuster we've been waiting for since the dawn of the CD-ROM. This is one kid you don't want to mess with.
Tell them to leave me the fuck alone, because next time, I'll kill everyone.
Castlevania, Lords of Shadow 2.
Now here's a game you can really sink your teeth into. Picking up where the last game ended, Gabriel Belmont finds himself in a unique situation, thirsty and armed to the teeth with the customary whip and a new toy called the Void Sword. With the modern day acting as one of Dracula's feeding grounds, Lords of Shadow 2 looks to span centuries, perhaps building a massive Castlevania in time itself.
They will pay, for I am the dragon, Dracul. I am the Prince of Darkness.
Deadpool.
The ever-loquacious Deadpool has been a fan favorite since his debut in The New Mutants, and now he's about to get the interactive spotlight he's always wanted and probably thinks he deserves. With plenty of jokes, violence, and even more jokes, we think that High Moon Studios, the developer behind Transformers, has the skills to create yet another compelling licensed game.
Best ride ever!
Double Fine adventure game.
We can't wait to see what materializes from the wonderfully warped minds of Tim Schafer and company over at Double Fine. With a record-breaking Kickstarter and a proven track record, this could be the next step in the rebirth for the point-and-click adventure, following the success of The Walking Dead. In the meantime, booting up Grim Fandango for the umpteenth playthrough never hurt anyone.
Yeah, I wonder how nice it would seem to you if you were trapped in it all day like me.
Dragon's Crown.
With its unique hand-drawn look, Dragon's Crown's firm foundation in Dungeons & Dragons and the arcade legacy of brawlers has us salivating at the mouth, and not at the Sorceress. With divergent paths, multiple characters, co-op, and treasure galore, Dragon's Crown looks to be a lot more than just another pretty face.
Metal Gear Solid, Ground Zeroes.
Be it the Phantom Pain, Ground Zeroes, or Metal Gear Solid 5, we know that Kojima has something cooking, even if we aren't sure what the final dish might be. What we do know is that the Fox engine is looking mighty good, and that Big Boss's tactical espionage is looking as tight as ever, with new vehicles to drive and maybe, just maybe, whales in the sky.
Star Wars 1313.
Last year, E3 might not have been in a galaxy far, far away, but it did yield something out of this world. The few minutes we've seen of Star Wars 1313 are also the shimmering twinkle of the next generation of video game graphics. If they happen to come with lightsabers, trusty blasters, and a wretched hive of scum and villainy to use said weapons on, so be it.
Watch Dogs.
The city seems to have a digital pulse in Watch Dogs, its veins 1,000 networked systems controlling everything from mundane traffic lights to security systems. What if you had a finger on that pulse, hacking to get what you want, and maybe cause a 20-car pileup while you're at it? The E3 Watch Dogs demonstration's mix of crowds and chaos was enlightening, bolstered by a last-moment reveal that the city will have many manipulators and an enigmatic multiplayer experience.
You, hold it right there.
YAIBA, Ninja Gaiden Z.
We almost made it through the list without mentioning zombies, but then Team Ninja and Mega Man legend Keiji Inafune had to go and ruin it. While Ryu Hayabusa is usually the series hero, here he's hunted down by an undead cyber ninja. While the TGS trailer was long on comic book styling, the fleeting glimpses of gameplay show off the lightning-quick reflexes we've grown accustomed to honing in a Ninja Gaiden game.
I'm coming for you, Ryu!